morning to our respected panel of judges, audiences, and everyone who is attending this StreamYard meeting. So today, our group would like to present the interdisciplinary courses between TSLB1114 and GISC1082. Okay, so these are the course coordinator for both courses, Madam Azlina binti Yaakob for TSLB1114 and Puan Guru Min Kaur, anak perempuan Janggirsi for GISC1082. And these are our group members, Shaina Sharil, Divya anak perempuan Rames, and Marcelina Arlene.
First and foremost, I will be talking about the course learning outcomes interdisciplinary TSLB 1114 and GISC 1082. The first one is apply appropriate listening and speaking skills for academic purposes and context. The second one is compose writing for a variety of academic purposes and context.
The big idea that we share to both these courses are empowering socially conscious and communicative future educators. Thank you. And now we move on to the experience in implementing elements of Kppb in TSLB 1114. And so, in this course, we have integrated the elements of 6 C's into our course. And the first element that we have integrated is communication. So as you can see, we have a video of our friend, which is a deepfake video that is created using Agent AI. Agent AI is a platform in which an AI could animate a photo and saying something. So in this video, we have a friend of ours explaining about how to write a good academic essays. And Agent AI enables us to prompt a script using ChatGPT and insert the script, and it may help generate a video by using just a single photo of ourselves saying these scripts. And by using Agent AI, we may be able to create a deepfake video of a virtual tutor, in this context my friend, or instructors that enables more effective and engaging delivery of information. This enhances communication in several ways. One of the ways is multimodal presentations. And so the AI-generated tutor can speak clearly, use gestures, and visually supports the essay writing process, which makes the content easier to understand for diverse learners. So we have used ChatGPT and we have inserted prompts to how we could write a good academic essay. So we can personalize our scripts so that it may be catered to a general audience, and so that it may be helped to create an understanding between diverse types of learners, which may range from beginner English to formal English. In this context, we use formal English. And it may help bridge language gaps, as learners can select different languages or accents, which improves accessibility and audience-centered communication. And so, through ChatGPT, we may be able to prompt a script in Malay or in English or any language of our preference, and we may insert these scripts to Agent AI for the AI to narrate, for the AI to animate this photo. And we can use a lot of different languages, and we can use different accents so that students may be able to understand these languages clearly and easily, such as we Malaysians may use British English. Therefore, we as teachers needs to cater these languages to suit our English preferences, such as British English. Or maybe if they wanted the video to be American accent, Agent AI also enables that, because it has an array of different accents that we may be able to access using Agent AI. And it improves consistency and scalability, as the same video can be shared across multiple platforms to ensure consistent messaging and reaching a wider student audience in a digital learning environment. So in a world with short-form content such as in YouTube Reels, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, the form of content that may be easily digested, or as the norm, is about 1 to 2 minute long videos. in which this Heijen AI video may be able to achieve, as this video only is around 1 to 2 minutes. And so these may be able to be scaled through a wider form of audience, and it can be shared through multiple social media such as Instagram and YouTube, which can ensure consistent messaging, and it may help reach a wider audience, in which such as primary school students or university students that maybe need to cite these informations into their research, and it can help foster a more conducive digital learning environment. The next one is creativity. And so the use of deepfake AI tools like Heijen in education showcases innovative teaching strategies as it supports creative content creation. Now, as me personally, I have never heard of Heijen AI, and I see this as an innovation in learning, as teachers or students like ourselves can design personalized digital characters or personas such as famous academics, which explains essay writings to increase engagement. In a way, students may be helped to increase engagement in learning, as they may need to figure out how to use these AI tools themselves, and in a way they engage in those materials, and they engage within their peer-to-peer group, and they engage with the lecturers on how to use these AIs. And in a way, it fosters narrative flexibility, as the deepfake videos can creatively stimulate real-life academic scenarios and can dramatize mistakes in essays writing or model excellent essay structures. So we may generate these scripts so that when we put it into Heijen AI, it can help narrate these scripts, and it may help dramatize the mistakes in essay writing in such a way that if we wanted to focus on the mistakes in essay writing, these can help us to narrate even if you don't want to. And it is a student-generated content in which learners can utilize AI to produce their own academic writing tutorials. Such as in this way, we produce a tutorial in the form of a video, which fosters active learning and imaginative expression.
Now, I will be explaining on the aspect of citizenship. Citizenship refers to the status of a person who belongs to a country. In education system, citizenship means the process of educating students to become responsible and active members of the society. The main goal is to produce individuals who are not only academically competent but also contribute positively to their community and to the country. Our DLO, which is considered the Kppb element, which is citizenship, is implemented in our DLO too. Using Canva responsibly promotes digital citizenship, which is a key component in the 6 C's, especially in Kppb, which emphasizes ethical and informed technology use. For an example, the responsible digital behavior, where students learn to respect copyright laws. For instance, by using proper image credits or templates. Moreover, online collaboration, which allows sharing projects, promoting respectful and ethical interaction online among students. Next will be the cybersecurity awareness. It encourages students to safeguard their information and be wary of phishing or unsafe links. In the Kppb model, this element, which is citizenship, aligns with the understanding technology's impact on society and the use of tools ethically in problem solving.
Now, I'm going to continue with the second one, which is character. So, character is about how we act when doing something, especially when no one is watching. So, while working on our Canva project, we build character by showing responsibility, creativity, and also perseverance. So, first, we show self-discipline and accountability by managing our time and making sure we complete our task without being reminded. And we also take ownership of our design choices and learning. Then, creativity and expression come in when we try to make our presentation more interesting and unique, where Canva helps us share our ideas in a way that reflects our own style while also respecting others' views and also cultures. But sometimes we face challenges like when the design does not look right or we cannot find the perfect image. But by not giving up and trying again, we show resilience. And in Kppb, we are taught to solve problems in a structured way and act with integrity. This is just like how we use Canva, where we think carefully, making the right decisions and improving our work step by step. Additionally, what the best experience that I have learned throughout GISC is that it makes me more confident as an individual, and also I became more aware of current issues and I know how to socialize well. Plus, right now I can easily adapt to different situations and I also become more open-minded. And GISC also taught us to act professionally or have a professional attitude wherever we are or whatever situation that we faced. And GIC also taught us to be well-mannered and think maturely or be mature in thinking. Plus, well-liked by those around us or pleasant to be around. So these things that I've said is so crucial for us as a future educator.
I will be explaining on one of the Kppb element, which is 3E, refers to engagement, enhancement, and extension. First, I will be explaining on the engagement. Engagement refers to capturing students' interest, activate prior knowledge, and prepare their minds for new learning. For an example, the use of AI tools like Gemini AI, HeyGen, ChatGPT, and also Canva will improve the students' ability to use AI digital tools in their education system. For example, the lesson will be very informative and the students will be excited to learn something, and it will be it will be the easiest medium to learn new things, especially for students. Next, enhancement. It strengthens understanding by giving clear, structured input and output. Because the use of digital technology during presentation will increase their creativity. It also will provide them a lot of information so that they can enhance their learning methods. For an example, the study of human trafficking using AI tools. Lastly, extension. Extension allows to apply knowledge in new real-world or challenging situations. It promotes higher order thinking skills for the students. For example, presentation or video on human trafficking will spread awareness to the public. From these three elements of Kppb, we can enhance the students' ability to learn something new. Thus, from the three elements of Kppb element, which is enhancement, engagement, and extension, we can conclude that these three elements will benefit both students and also teachers by using digital tools like AI, which is HeyGen, Suno AI, and ChatGPT in order to carry out the teaching and learning process, so that this also can create awareness to the public by publishing them in social media platforms or any other digital applications like YouTube. We had used YouTube as a platform to share our video which refers to the human trafficking in order to spread awareness to the community and to the public so that they will have the awareness in from not being a victim of this human trafficking.
Next, we move on to the implementation of 3R in both these courses. So the first R is rigor, which is students, they may conduct credible research, cite sources, and apply critical thinking, and explain cause-effect relationship. These tasks requires analysis, synthesis, and evaluation, and not just proper summarization. So for your information, both courses, the final tasks of these courses are academic writing, in which students may need to utilize their knowledge of Google Scholars and Perplexity to cite these sources. And so these students, they may need to apply critical thinking skills into how they maybe dissect these diagrams or graphs that they found in these sources, such as through websites or through articles or through previously published studies. And in a way, it may strengthen the rigor into these. And as a form, these contents, and as you all know, academic writing tasks, they require proper analysis, synthesization of information, and evaluation to support our hypothesis. In this context, to support our hypothesis in why human trafficking is bad and the issues that are currently happening in Malaysia. And it's not just a proper summarization, it is a long form of content, long form of writing content that maybe need to publish, or in this case maybe need to be submitted as a form of PB, as a form of continuous assessment. And relevance, the next R is, this topic is directly tied to current global or local issues that affect students' lives. And students may see practical values of their research and how it applies beyond the classroom. So, as future teachers, it is important for us to have a level of general knowledge about the current or local issues that are currently happening. And so, we may need to apply the practical value of our research in such a way that we may be needed to use it in our classrooms as future teachers, because it may or may not have been affecting these students' lives, our lives. And so, future teachers like us need to have a basic level understanding of how these issues are currently level and how it may affect us in the future run, in the long run. And the next R is relationship. And so, relationship is group collaboration nurtures peer-to-peer relationship while presenting a broader audience, such as teachers, parents, or public, which via YouTube. And it builds a real-world communication skill and audience awareness. And so, the final R may need to implies that the tasks done, all of the tasks done, have been published to YouTube, which may need to be reviewed by a lot of wider audience, such as primary schools, and to a wider general public audience. And in a way that we maybe help raise the general public awareness of these issues, such as the relevance of the awareness of human trafficking and the current or political climate of Malaysia. And in a way that these courses help us share our knowledge to a wide genre of audience. And in presentations, we may need to build peer-to-peer relationship in which we discuss about the contents that we are presenting. And it nurtures group collaboration in which that we may need to collaborate as a group to present this information in the form of a video. And this is the presentation video that we did for task 2 of TSLB1114, which is a presentation about human trafficking, and we have to do it in groups of 3.
Will be the comments and reviews that we received from the YouTube link.
And these are some of the posters. One of them is that we made by ourselves, and the other that we found online into completing these tasks and to strengthen our understanding in GISC 1082.
Then, thought processes are like the steps we think about in our mind when doing a task. So when I use Canva, I don't just start designing right away, but I plan what I want to show first. This is what I've learned from TSLB1114, where we learn about the skills, the 4 skills: listening, reading, speaking, and writing skill. And those skills require these thought processes. Then I think about which design, images, and words that will fit my message best. And if something doesn't look right, I will try to fix it or try a new idea. And finally, I'll check my work again to make sure everything looks good and makes sense. And all these steps show how I think and solve problems while designing creatively. So, after all, what's next? Let me explain. The first one is that the knowledge that I have acquired will be applied in future courses to further enhance my knowledge. And the second one is that the YouTube link concerning the issue of human trafficking will be shared with multiracial public to raise awareness among the general public about the matter. And the third one is I would like to thank our supervisor for the opportunity to carry out this Kppb presentation, which has helped me grow and improve as a young teacher or a future educator. So that is all from us. Thank you for listening.